Welcome back to MLB Immaculate. This one has all 9 squares are for pre-expansion teams, which is good. Now, the top right, the Pirates 200 strikeout season, well, there weren't a lot of pitchers striking out 200 guys way back when I know about it. Well, way back when I'm like the only person who knows any of them. And the Pirates for these accomplishments are always hard because the Pirates have been like not good since 1993 except for like 2 years. And they haven't had anyone that hit 40 homers or that had like any of these major accomplishments that you usually think of. No one that 300 wins. And I don't think the Pirates have had any Hall of Famers that played for them since Willie Stargell, which was in 1983. Now, obviously, Barry Bonds played for them, and I guess he kind of counts as a Hall of Famer, but he wouldn't in this one. But anyway, Victor Gazaway Willis, which was his middle name, which is obviously a very unique middle name. Victor Gazaway Willis. Pirates, let's just go. Someone that most people probably won't know. Bob Veal. 3%? Okay. I guess that goes back to what I'm saying, that the Pirates haven't really had anyone that recent. So I guess guys are having to guess Bob Veal. But he was one of those dime a dozen pitchers in the 60s that were just flamethrowers. No control. Let's go with George Metkovich for this one. 0.002%. Now it's 0.001%, but that'll go up once I finish this game. Also, with Bob Veal, it's not very often I guess someone on here that has a color photo. So that's pretty interesting. Let's go Eric McNair, whose nickname was Boob. So now we have interesting names. This is the interesting names. Grid. We have Victor Gazaway Willis, Eric McNair, whose nickname was Boob, and George Metkovich, whose nickname was Catfish. Let's do another Mick. Mike McCormick. Another 0.008. Reds and A's. Should I do someone that's last name starts with an M? I don't know. Let's go with another Mick. Marty McManus. 0.001%. For Marty McManus. So we have 4 M's. Do I try and get someone with the last name of M? I probably won't for this one. I think Jack Coombs will probably get it. 0.2. Had one insane year. He won like 31-10 with a 1.50 ERA in 1910 or something like that. 31-9 with a 1.30 ERA. And the next year he had 28 wins, but he had a 3.53 ERA, which back then was an 89 ERA plus. Although 1911 was the year that they started using the livelier balls. 1911 to 13, the dead ball era, that era of the dead ball era wasn't as dead because they used a livelier ball. Let's go with Rube Bressler, 0.05%. Wanted lower. I'll probably get lower on this one, which is, I think, Jesse Gonder. Rarity score of 3, so 0.004%. So besides Bob Veal, my rarity score was 0. 4, 9, 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, 8. Yeah, 0.367 besides Bob Veal. Let's see who I could have gotten for that one to make it. They've only had 6 guys to strike out 200 batters in a season. Cole, Liriano, Burnett, Perez, Bob Veal did it 4 times, and Ed Morris. Yeah, I'm not getting Ed Morris, so this is probably the lowest score that I could have gotten. But Bob Veal, still alive. A good but not great pitcher. The A's have only had 9. Braves have had 16. Tony Cloninger hit 2 grand slams in 1 game. These guys from the 1800s. I've heard of Jim Whitney, Charlie Buffington. I knew they played for the Braves. Wouldn't have guessed them. A's. Rube Waddell is obvious. And as Vida Blue's the only other. Lefty Grove, Eddie Plank, Jack Coombs. He might be the lowest one. I can't imagine a lot of people guessing Todd Stottlemyre. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. See the most common. Barry Zito, set 45. Yeah. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Rarity score of 0 besides Bob Veal. So hopefully I can do that tomorrow.